Someone asked me to talk about, or to have a dialogue about whether sex or dedication was more important in a marriage. And usually when you start asking questions like that, if you're already married, it's usually after you have grown up a little bit and now you don't want those things that were so important to you in the beginning to be of importance to you now. You want the person that you're with to be equal on your evolution. But the reality is, and I'm speaking because I've lived my own reason for saying this about every single thing, is based on what you were taught. You perform that lesson. You performed according to the end result that your teacher wanted you to have based on what they were taught. Because when we're taught what we know when we're grown or matured, like now we're talking about unification, but which as children we weren't hearing we should unify so that we'd be more unified. We heard other things. And I'm not saying any of this so that we will blame anybody, but so that we will understand ourselves, our own journeys, our own positions, our own perceptions, and acknowledge our own evolutions don't apply to others. And when we accept our own hey Monica baby, when we accept our own evolutions needed to be unlike someone else's, then we can accept that someone else's change needed to be different but perfect for them. And their exposure to us was perfect for ours, but not because it needed to dictate what we needed to be, but how we were going to find ourselves at the table. Sex is important to the person that was taught that sex gratifies their emotional being. And that's just a moment. That's like a lesson, a tunnel, a level, a moment, a time that has to be fulfilled. Some people do it earlier. Some people do it shorter than other people. Some people have to do it earlier, and then they think they've done enough, and then they do it later when they've learned how to handle doing it without accepting the criticism of doing it. When you acknowledge your purpose, it's all different. It's necessary for the person who has to have it. When you think about who's going to produce more children, there are so many different aspects and different levels and different times when you needed to think you wanted it, didn't want it, wish you had it, couldn't get it, and thought you had the wrong one you did it with. And all that was predestined to learn that it was just a moment, and no matter when you thought you should, just gotta fucking have it. You were so distracted, goddammit. You don't even know how distracted you are by pretending that you got to have something that you're not doing. That's a faked out move right there. You faking yourself out. You're ranting and raving or being so out of place when something that is obviously not happening. not supposed to be happening, but you have no acceptance, so you're blaming things and beings for things not happening, but you're so damn smart. You were supposed to know that if it wasn't happening, it shouldn't have been happening, but you're so damn smart. And you needed to be so damn smart wherever you were so that you'd get smarter. Everybody is not a king or queen, and who wants to be a king or queen when, as long as you've all been here? No one has gotten a thing done being a king or a queen. So everybody, I'm a queen. Well, you don't tell your subjects to unify. You have no power. That's why, who wants to be that? Who wants to even know a king or a queen that doesn't say unify? Who the hell wants to even know one that all you want to do is be dressed up? In 2016, I mean, there was a time when there was a time when, yes, you should do stuff like that. But those things have become those childish things now. So I have to interpret all of the information differently because I'm not that child from 1983 MTV. I'm not. And none of you are either, because this is not 1983. And a lot of us are destined to have really big mouths, and it's time to use your big mouth to say unify. I saw a brother today that I didn't know, but he recognized me. He said he'd been watching my videos, and I said, you got a topic? He had one. Donald Trump. I'm like, predestined though. And I've heard the perception, not the exact dialogue, but the perception of the color Trump. And there are so many different levels of conversations we can have. We can even talk about like the trumpet of the revelations, but we ain't even gonna go down right now. This is something else. Anyway, I said, well, the way that the black man is focusing on the white man would have be black man's God. I said, or you can tell me that black man is God and God created Trump to do exactly what Trump is doing so that we will evolve and wake the fuck up as we're waking up and wanting more of this. There's a reason. Oh, is that the reason? Well, God damn it, ain't that a reason? So all you gotta do is wait and see what the fuck you done made these motherfuckers do and be observant of it, what they're doing, because see, all of the things that I want, they're predestined confirmation symbols, so I'm going to need you all to acknowledge that. When we become more aware of tribalism and tribal signs and symbols, we won't be talking about we don't want to see black people fighting in the video. Because if the ancestors put a fight video in your motherfucking face and make you see it, then stop saying what your grandparents said back in the teens when they didn't know this, and say, that move, that's a move that I keep seeing them do. A certain tribe does a particular move. They do particular things when they are doing their thing. Pay attention to what you did see and stop denying what you did see, and we will evolve in our understanding of what we saw. And my phone started ringing. confirmation. Don't tell me we are the most brilliant motherfuckers in the world and everything that you are exposed to is not a part of our excellence, honey. Honey, it's confirmation. Smiling, moving, adjusting. This symbol right here. Think. Confirmation. Don't tell me that you come from something that created toilet paper. And I'm not right. Toilet paper is your new confirmation. Black people. Reality is, when the black woman stops acting like she's waiting on the black man, he's waiting for her, really. He is waiting for you, baby. You can't wait on the man. How do you gonna wait on the man and he's waiting for the mother? How? He's waiting for the mother to show that strength. He's not waiting for anybody but the mother of us. The mother of us. And when you start demanding that shit, the brother will. He will. Yes, he will. If you be consistent, yes, he will. And he will be consistent by your side. But if you... Ain't no motherfucking sometimes, y'all. What you teaching the children? You're not teaching them to read the signs and the symbols of their own children by denying them their own signs and symbols as perfection. You're so busy. So only a slave is going to say I'm wrong. Because you've been taught as us to think like a slave and to say that I was wrong. But that's part of us being the original creators and lulling you to sleep so that at the appointed time when you heard this and saw the hands and everything, you'd accept it. You're going to accept it eventually. And if it's not you, then it's your child or your grandchild. And honey, I can wait. I've been waiting this long just watching you deny me. So I knew exactly how to talk to your descendants. Confirmation. As you accept yourself, it doesn't matter who's the worst president in history. It doesn't matter who the fuck the president is when we finally unify. It won't matter because those stories that we've heard about governments changing. Hey, Carrie. We were just hearing the story to just prepare for our turn. It's just one of those things that happens. Every fairy tale that we created and had everybody think that they created. I mean, just look at how brilliant. We are brilliant. We are brilliant. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, you guys just don't know. Wake the fuck up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up. All you got to do is be unified consistently. Consistently. Don't stop to do the other thing. Stay in the mind of acceptance. Stay in the mind of acceptance. If your goal is to unify, then it will happen. It will happen. It will happen. It's going to happen, but you'll be aware as the leader that was chosen to be the one in front of those who have to repeat the language that you're to use with them. The Egyptians showed you hieroglyphics to show you that every thing meant something. And you can debate if you want to debate that bullshit about this one or that one or which African and which Native American and which light skin and which dark skin and how tall, and you still got to shut the fuck up. That's the thing that's crazy about this. I'll be right back.